have Charis Williams, and she's talking about healthy nutrition for us. Hi,
Wonderful.
Charis.
Hi,
Hi,
Charis. Should I say Charis?
it's Charis. Yes.
Charis,
Okay.
sorry about that.
No
So,
problem. Thank you for having me. It's an
yeah,
honor to be
we are very grateful you're here, Charis. And let us say a few words more about you. You're a wellness coach. You also wrote a book about belly fat and then the recipes against it. So I definitely need your book. That's for sure.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
as women, this is something we struggle with, don't we? So we are very grateful to have you here, and we would love to hear a bit more about what you have to share. And please also share a bit more about who you are and what you do, because of course I don't say enough about everything you do.
okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the intro. Yes, my name is Charis. I'm a health coach, health education specialist, and personal trainer. I do in-home personal training, and I also do intrinsic wellness coaching, which
Mm,
is kind of diving deep into the mental hurdles that are keeping us from being consistent towards achieving our goals. Um, I wrote the Belly Fat Recipes book because a lot of people have a difficult time coming up with recipes that are compatible with a belly fat loss diet. And the thing about belly fat is that there are a lot of things that are being pushed that actually promote the the accumulation of belly fat. Yeah, so it's
so,
really important to get clear on the proven methods of how to like slim our waist, how to get rid of the fat that's accumulating around our organs, that toxic visceral fat.
yeah.
Belly
So
fat. Say what?
no, I just want to say maybe we should just leave the floor to you because you're going to give us a lot of healthy nutrition advice today. So the floor is yours,
Thank
Carrie.
you. The thing about belly fat, it's for women in particular, we often have issues like hormonal issues with like PCOS or hirsutism, fertility issues, and belly fat is something that contributes to these issues because belly fat is related to high blood pressure, high LDL, the bad cholesterol, high triglycerides, which in research is often called a hypertriglyceridemic waist. Belly fat is also related to low levels of the good HDL cholesterol and metabolic dysfunction like diabetes. It's related to heart disease. It's related to fatty liver, excess cortisol, as you probably know, which is the stress hormone, and excess inflammation. And lastly, belly fat is related to a poor nutrient profile. So, what often is the case is that people cut down their calories because they want to lose weight, but they're not increasing the nutrient content of the food. So, they're not correcting those nutrient deficiencies that are quite common among people who have central obesity, which is belly fat obesity. So, when losing belly fat, if you want to lose it in the most ideal way, you want to you want to approach it from a lifestyle perspective. You want to make sure you're getting your adequate nutrition and make sure that you're avoiding certain things that can mess up your cholesterol, mess up your blood pressure, also blood oxygen levels. So if you have low blood oxygen levels, that can also contribute to belly fat. Um, So, when losing belly fat, it's not necessarily a calories in, calories out thing. It has more to do with the quality of the food that you're consuming. Okay, let's see. And then I wanted to talk about some of the tips that I want to give you guys that can help you get rid of this belly fat. in a more systematic approach. Okay. So one, remember that it's not about how you look. Okay. Belly fat is about your health. It's about how you feel. It's about our mental health, because often when we are stressed out, we are increasing the likelihood of getting belly fat. Okay. So when losing weight and you're finding out an exercise plan, you want to come up with something that is enjoyable. So let's say you go to the gym and you're stressed out and you're like, oh, I have to work extra hard. Got to push myself. Remember, when you're feeling stressed in those moments, that is an indicator of that stress hormone, cortisol. That is a belly fat causing hormone. So in losing belly fat, it's all about what helps me to enjoy myself, what gives me a good time. So this losing belly fat is not a bad experience, it's a good experience. All right, number 2, your plan has to take into account your likes and your dislikes. So basically, for me, for example, I like to go rollerblading. So when I want to get cardio, which is to increase that oxygen in my blood to help to lower my belly fat, I'm going to choose to go rollerblading because I think rollerblading is fun. So for other people, that might be biking. For other people, it might be going on a walk with friends or playing playground games, you know. All right, number 3, your plan has to include nutrient-dense foods. So with belly fat, excuse me, often people have nutrient deficiencies. And this is also quite common generally among people who are obese, because we have for years eaten foods that are low in nutrient content. So processed food, junk food. That means all the years in which you were eating junky food are years in which you have robbed your body of the nutrients that your body hungered for. Every time you get hungry, your body is asking you to give it nutrients. And if instead you're giving it things that are not nutrient dense, you're causing health issues in your body. So make sure you have a nice nutrient dense plan. Number 4, remove and replace habits in your life that contribute to belly fat. So if, for example, you are drinking alcohol on a daily basis, which is considered moderate intake is actually too much and contributes significantly to belly fat. Things like that, you're going to want to cut out or cut down significantly. So you have to pinpoint the things that contribute to belly fat. There are several things that contribute to belly fat. I wish I could talk about, but you might have to go on my website, sign up for my course, and it talks about it in depth, and you can find out what exactly it is that you're doing that's contributing to your belly fat. Okay. Number 5, okay, you want to add in the things that your body needs. So often it's not what we're doing, it's what we're not doing. So for example, whole grains are absolutely essential for losing belly fat. In fact, it works in a dose response because it balances your blood sugar levels. And blood sugar levels, when your blood glucose spikes or it drops too low, it can cause cravings, or it can cause different sorts of issues with your metabolism. So making sure that you're doing certain things that you would not have normally thought to do, like getting your consistent amount of whole grains. So I believe I'm out of time, but yes, that's everything that has to do with belly fat. And ladies, this is going to really change your life. It balances your hormones, it gives you energy, it prevents disease, it lengthens your lifespan. And so if you can take these tips into account, you'll be really doing your body a favor. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you.
Thank you very much, Charis. It's a beautiful and very valuable topic. I'm just wondering, when women get a little older, then you also have more belly fat problems. Do you have some advice on that?
Yes, in fact, for the whole grain study that I was referring to, which you're receiving a dose response result, that is actually in postmenopausal women. So postmenopausal women, please make sure you're getting your whole grains. All this low carb diet stuff, this is not sustainable. So in terms of a nice long-term plan, you want to get your B vitamins in, your folate. These things are going to be coming from your whole grains. So you want to ensure that you're getting at least 1 to 3 servings a day of whole grains. And I'm not talking about the bread that says whole grains on it. I'm saying the actual grain. You're going to cook it like you would rice, and you're going to have it with vegetables, things like that, whole unprocessed food.
Very valuable information. Great.
Thank you.
And Charis,
Anything else, Charis? You have a question or a remark, maybe?
Yeah, I can. Well, thank you very much, Charis, for the points. Definitely, I have to use many of them. But I just can't help myself pointing out the beautiful wallpaper in your background.
Thank you.
It catches my eyes. It is, and I guess is this virtual? But no, that's real. That's the wallboard behind you. That's beautiful.
Thank you very much. I'm in love with it too.
Yeah.
And it's nice to know that you have a lot of tips that you have to put in place, because when you have something to do, you know that you will get results. Yeah. Now, if you have nothing to do, it's like, well, why am I in the place that I'm in? And it's a hopeless realm to be in. So it's good that should be encouraging to you.
And I also learned, Charis, that you just do one thing differently and it makes a lot of difference. So we may not need to do all 5, 6, 7, 10 points. Just grab one of them and stick to it. We will see the changes.
Absolutely. And like, even for example, nut eaters, people who eat raw nuts, they have yearly losses in weight each year, whereas the average American gains 2 pounds every year.
Wow.
Yeah, very interesting.
That is also very worrying. Oh my gosh. Every year, imagine.
Yeah, it's like a losing battle almost, but once you know everything you need to know, then you're good.
Yeah. So it's definitely not only exercising, but absolutely also the two together, right?
Yes, exercise, diet, water, sleep. Those are the most important things you want to get right when you're getting on track with your health.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I suddenly have something with my laptop and my charger. Very unprofessional, but this is
no problem.
Right. So, Parisa, please.
Yes. So, well, thank you very much, Charis.